got her hands so low. Look at how low they are there to try and use as much of the bounce as possible. Get it up in the air. It's so fast once it gets on the green.
Charley Holt, 2-shot lead into this third round. And a birdie at 7 would push her lead to 3.
And this hole playing a bit downwind today. Always a really tough hole, so a little bit of help from this wind is a nice one here. And Charley has crushed this drive.
Down off to the right, carry the ball on the left there.
Crushed it, and
Charley has used the putter already today from off the green and done very well. And again, really well judged there by Charley.
no mistakes, Morgan, so far.
And very impressive. I mean, Karen, she just really looks like she's so in control, like she's not leading by 3.
And I think they were
maybe
just
some guests,
cozy.
yeah.
Guests, potentially.
No problem for Charley.
Yeah, putting's looked really solid today. And that gives you a good idea why. I mean, it allows her the freedom to not be worried about the speed on that first putt, just to go ahead and hit the putt that she wanted. And just swing away and not think about it. And then if you do end up in that Bermuda rough that you were talking about, Tom, it can be a little unpredictable. As the week's gone on, it's got fluffier, and that makes it more difficult.
Yeah, talking about that ball just sitting down at the bottom of the rough. But the fairways are generous enough, Morgan, where you shouldn't be in the rough.
So expect this to take a similar kind of bounce to Nelly's. A little hop forward. Although she's got a lot of height on this.
I'm surprised that didn't have a little bit of check there, Tom. Maybe just not quite crisp contact.
She would. Also with the 9-iron. Hasn't had her driver's license that long, but I'm sure she could be able to drive that really quickly. It looks like it's going fast, just sitting still, so.
Oh! Had one hand on the steering wheel.
No, and still sticking with having the flag in, and no problem at all.
She said, that's how I like it. I'm going to keep doing it. It's working.
It's actually really refreshing, isn't it, watching players play quickly. Nelly, and you've got Charley, both really getting on with it.
You know, you watch here, you really don't see how fast the greens are, but they are super slick, and which really makes this golf course what it is.
Charley just above the hole here for bogey. Annika, are we going to get you a perch at the 18th?
I guess being in the Hall of Fame, we want it to be hard, right? We want it to be hard, so we'll see. But I mean, it needs to be fair. You know, if you compare it to today's courses and today's players and just the way that the game is, you know, modernized, I think we need to consider that as well. But I mean, there are some players out here that certainly had the qualification and the skills to get in.
It doesn't need to be that low here with this being on an upslope, though. It'll naturally want to get up in the air. The lower the hands are, the higher the shot normally comes out.
You can see a completely different shot type there from what we saw from Nelly.
On Sunday, challenging Lily Avu, Walton Heath last year. And that is a bounce-back birdie.
Saw some locals out this morning with their puffer jackets on, Karen. It's getting to be that season.
Bogey putt here
to
for
put
Charley.
a puffer jacket on. Yeah. It's also a really good-looking draw.
She's just looked really calm out there today. The entire way around, even with that little bobble. Such a difference coming into this hole with the wedges of playing slightly downwind today than longer irons as players have had earlier in the week. Pretty big misjudge there, though.
Won very early in her career. Second season on tour, won the Tour Championship. Went 6 years, 112 starts without a victory until she won in October of 22 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
But when the sun starts to go down like this, you see every tiny little thing in the grass. kind of exaggerates everything.
She was worried about going long, but it's going to work out well. The front 9.
Yep, what up?
Yeah, good, couple of good birdies there from Quarter and Hull.
And as the sun sets, it makes it really hard to properly gauge the break and the speed.